Hi, this is Mrs. Nelson. We're going to be learning today about like terms. Like terms are terms that are similar. 4a, 6a, and 3 2/10a are like terms. They are similar. What makes them similar? 4a, 6a, and 3 2/10a all have a common variable. Their common variable is a. Negative 6x, 4/5 x, and 1 23/100 x are also like terms. They are similar. They have a common variable of x. A coefficient is a factor that is placed with a variable. Negative 6x has a coefficient of negative 6. 4/5 x has a coefficient of 4/5. And 1 23/100 x has a coefficient of 1 23/100. Notice that all three of these terms have different coefficients. Like terms can have different coefficients. What makes them alike is the common variable. 6a, 6x, and 6 are not like terms. Each of these terms has a 6 in common, but it is the common variable that determines like terms. Again, like terms are terms that are similar. X squared, 5 4/10 x squared, and 2/3 x squared are also like terms. They have a common variable x, and the common variable is also raised to the same power. Each x is raised to the second power. 5x, 5x squared, and 5x cubed are not like terms. Although each of these terms has an x in common, the variable x is raised to a different power in each instance. We have x to the first power, x to the second power, and x to the third power. X and x squared would not have the same value. If I substituted 3 for x, then x, or x to the first power, would equal 3, while x squared would equal 3 squared, or 9. 3 does not equal 9. Again, like terms are terms that are similar. Constants are also like terms. Constants are numbers with a definite value. -4, 8, 3/4, 5 32/100, and 0 are all constants. They are also like terms. Let's sort some terms. Our first set is 4b, 3 2/10b, and b. Are these like terms or unlike terms? 4b, 3 2/10b, and b are like terms because they all have the variable b in common. Next, we have -5, 7, 125 thousandths, and 1/2. These are all constants. Constants are like terms. Next, let's look at 4x and 4x squared. 4x and 4x squared are not like terms. Although they both contain the variable x, 4x contains x to the first power, while 4x squared contains x to the second power. X and x squared are not equivalent. Next, we have 7a, 3b, and 5ab. These are not like terms. Although 5ab has the variable a in common with 7a, it also contains the variable b as a factor, so they don't share all variables the same. Finally, let's look at 4x squared and 4y squared. Both contain a variable to the same power, but the variable itself is not the same. X squared and y squared are not like terms. Again, like terms are terms that are similar. Because like terms are similar, they can be added or subtracted. When we add or subtract like terms, We call that combining like terms. Combining like terms is one way to simplify an expression or an equation. If the expression, in the expression 4b plus 5b plus b, we can combine like terms by adding the coefficients for each term. The coefficients tell you how many of b each term has. 4b has a coefficient of 4. 5b has a coefficient of 5. And b has an understood coefficient of 1. We'll add those coefficients, 4 plus 5 plus 1. So 4b plus 5b plus b can be simplified to 10b. In an expression with mixed terms, we can still simplify the expression by combining like terms. In the expression 4b plus 5a plus 3 2/10b plus 7, 4b and 3 2/10b are like terms. We can add 4b and 3 2/10b and write the expression with fewer terms. 4b plus 5a plus 3 2/10b plus 7 can be simplified to 7 2/10b plus 5a plus 7. 7 2/10b plus 5a plus 7 is simpler because it has only 3 terms instead of 4. Thanks for learning with me.